Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to...
Hello, family, and welcome to the first episode of Weekly Pick Me Up. Now, some of you have heard that song that was just playing, and if you haven't, take the time to look it up and listen. Now, first thing first, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Kindly like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell, all right? You don't want to miss this wonderful series. We're kicking off our weekly Pick Me Up series with an umbrella topic of back to school. Now, at least for the month of September. Some of you all are like, what is she talking about? I am not in school. And for those of you all who are in school, you probably don't want to talk about that either. But for the month of September, you're attending school. My school, hence the blackboard behind us. All right. Now, listen, let me pause and clarify here. This video is not about children or back to school deals or anything like that. However, we are focusing on back to school for the month of September. And just as the lyrics have stated, our topic for this week's Pick Me Up series is back to life. All right. Now, Labor Day just passed this weekend. And for the most part, outside of one or two holidays, we've kind of just closed out the major vacationing season time. All right. Yes, I understand people take vacations all year. But for those who have children, particularly like myself, you pause at this time so these kids can focus on school, and you wait back until the fall and winter seasons during the holidays to resume that. So similar to children returning back to school, we are as well, right? Back to life. Now, what does that mean for you? I'm glad you asked. Back to school, back to life, and guess what? Back to reality. Now, only you know what that means for you. But what I can say is that for everyone, for all of us, it starts with our mentality, okay? Your mindset. All right, let me put a little time in the meter here just to clean this up some. I don't want you to think of back to school, back to life, or back to reality as the drab, dry, dreadful month, but rather consider the month of September as the month where you remove dust from your windows or smudges from your glasses. All of that is being done so that you can see clearly. So, what do you have to help you remove the dust? What do you have to help you remove the smudges so that you can see clearly? What ball do you need to put back in your eyesight, right? I hear you. I know. What is she talking about? We got to do a lot of work. But listen, don't fall into the drab, dry, dreadful. Similar to a child returning to school and that excitement of like getting new gear, whether that's clothes or shoes or other items from their school supply list, I need you to get excited. Listen, get excited. I understand it can be work, and for some of us, very hard work. But back to life can be fun as well. So let's shift our mindset to getting our lives back in order, back in track, or on track rather, and back into a routine, okay? Now, could that include organization? Could it include scheduling and calendar management? Or what about prioritizing and time management? Could it include getting focused? Maybe it includes creating your own back to school, back to life shopping list, all right? Now, just small things like a paper calendar, as some do better with writing things down, or maybe you use your Google Calendar or whatever it is that you use to keep things in order and keep every day sort of flowing without colliding in chaos, all right? Now, for others, it may include investing in a few bins, storage bags, reorganizing or decluttering your space, all right? That is what September is all about, back to school, and particular in this week in regards to getting your life back on track. Now, something else to consider. The mindset or your mindset needs to carry you through and to include your finances. All right. So back to life, back to reality, includes your finances. All right. So, when was the last time you evaluated your spending habits? I'll say that again. When was the last time you truly evaluated your spending habits, right? Now, for married couples in particular, when was the last time you did that together? We had those conversations to keep each other accountable. Now, for some of you like myself, you have just spent quite a bit of money for back to school, for shoes, for clothes, and other items for your children. And some of you went a little over budget. Now, whether that was planned or not, but in some cases, it was for things like registration fees or athletic wear, or the things in which you may have forgot about, right? Or items that increased in price. Your child jumped a whole foot size, that shoe now costs a few $100s more, right? But now that we are back in school, how have you scaled back? Have you scaled back in regards to your finances, right? Now, all of this is relative, right? Because each person, each household, each situation is different. However, I do believe that we can all get back to life, get back to reality, and still have fun while doing it. Again, only you know what that means for you. So take the time this week to begin that process, right? To actually process what that looks like. How do you begin? Where do you begin? Where do you want to bite and take that chunk of getting organized? What room do you want to begin decluttering and reorganizing, right? And do what's best for you and yours, okay? So listen, that wraps up our first episode of Weekly Pick Me Up, all right? I hope you heard something helpful today. And remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell, okay? Also, be sure to comment and share your own tips and secrets. You never know how it can help someone else. So tell me, all throughout this week, what have you been doing? What small things have you been doing? What big things have you been doing to get back to life? That's it. That's all. I want you to have an amazing week. Continual blessings.